Maestro Gaming presents a wobbly wagon wheel production about a nomad man. That man is the Gypsy King.
Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Maestro Game production, and as you can see, we are jumping straight into our first game of today's episode against KA. And of course, it is a lovely home game, and they are coming here with a 5-3-2. Very defensive, so hopefully we can exploit them sitting back a little bit. Now, our team to do that is Pals, Johan, Kristik and Kovic at the back. Olaf, of course, in goal. Our midfield consists of Raw, Magnus, Gunnarsson, Bjark. In front of them, Roberts, and then Harald up front. Our bench, Hodzik, Runners, Mehik, who is actually a decent left back. I brought him in because Big Ears is currently suspended. Waller, Roker, Flowchart, and Clement. So, without further ado, let's go see what our assistant has to say. So, our assistant thinks we should try and encourage the team, and I think that is reasonable. So, you know what? Passionately, You know what? Go out there and give the fans the money's worth. That's gone down pretty well. It has gained confidence with Roberts. So at least Roberts enjoyed it. So, Jaja Low is on a fairly lengthy run without conceding a goal. This is from Omar Magnusson of the Icelandic Football Express. Enthusiastic fellow who is indifferent. Well, Omar, I'm confident we can find a way through. Our team is very good at that, and I wouldn't be playing this game if I didn't think we could win it. So, without further ado, let's get on to the pitch. And I don't know what that notification was, but it was rather distracting. It was Twitter, of course. I appreciate Twitter likes. But it is distributed onto the left-hand side by them. Oh, they have hit the post early on, and we have cleared it away. We definitely dodged a bullet there, and I am going to demand more. As you can see, they are very inspired. So let's demand more. You know what? We're going to go attack him. We're going to risk it for the chocolate biscuit, folks. We are the home team. We're on the back foot. So you know what? No, push out. Let's get away from this wall. They're pushing us up against the wall. Let's fight back, push back, and get out of the corner they are putting us in. Karovic, lovely ball over the top to Harald. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. It is saved, but Harald has space. No. Plays it back to Esrol, though. Still in possession. Harald whips it across to Bjark, but he is offside. Of course, Harald. He is our Emil Heskey. Cannot stay onside to save his life. VALUR, of course, our second game of today's episode. They are very comfortably top of the league. Although I think the team below them are on the same amount of points, so not as comfortable as they would hope. But Bjark coming down this right-hand side. Lovely ball across to Magnus in the centre circle. Now with S-Raw on the left-hand side. Plays it back to Johan. Johan, though, just goes and gives them the ball straight back. He has won it, though, on the interception. Pals now. Lovely ball over the top. Harald heads it down, gives it back to them once more. And it is back to Jajalo. It is with their defence who has given it to Harald, who plays it back to Gunnarsson, back to Harald once more. Magnus, holding up possession nicely, is dispossessed, and they are counter-attacking straight through the middle. This is not going well. Come on, Olaf. Good job, Olaf. At least Olaf is awake today, folks. We are going to demand a little bit more. You know what? No, we're going to show some passion. Because this is ridiculous. Show some passion, lads. We expect much better than this. This is rather disappointing. But we go into half-time 0-0. 9 shots, they've had 5. 5 on target, they've had 3. 5 fouls to 4. 0 yellow cards, 1 yellow card, 60% possession to 40. So, very split game. 0-0 is probably a reasonable result at the moment, although we have been slightly ahead in terms of the match statistics. Now, the best performers have been Johan. He's got a 6.9 and 5 interceptions made. For them is Yayalo with his 5 shots saved and a 6.9 also. Struggling to perform is Gunners. He's got a 6.5 and no reason for it. And Ormarson with his 6.4 and no reason for it. Other games around the league, HK is currently 1-1 with FH. Sturgeon is currently 1-0 up against Prater. VALUR is currently 1-1 with Afterlegging, so they're dropping points. And Port is currently losing to Breidablik 2-0 at home. So let's head to the dressing room. Our assistant thinks we should try and encourage the team still. I don't think that went down as good as he thought in the previous half, so I'm not sure I trust him that much this time. We've been the better team here. Just keep doing what you have been doing. We'll be fine. No. I'm not really pleased. No, you was not unlucky. None of these seem to make much sense as far as I'm concerned. 6.6, 6.5, 6.5, 6.6, 6.5. We haven't been unlucky. We've been poor. We've been terrible, but I don't want to get aggressive. That's the problem. I'm far from pleased with what I just saw. Yeah. Seems like the only reasonable one that has fired most of them up. Some of them are very complacent and don't get fired up very often, which is kind of a worry. Luckily, we aren't here for the long term. But we are looking at conceding at the moment. Lovely save by Olaf. Thank you, Olaf. You have saved us from a dreaded early second half goal. And it is into the empty stand for us to gather the ball and decide on some substitutions. We have Bajak, who is currently nervous, but he is one of our better performing players today. So probably not going to take him off. Also, no, we don't want to go to that screen. I hate that screen. It's very pointless. I much prefer to use this one because then I can move the players around a little bit. So let's have a little look. We have Johan, who is still lacking a bit of sharpness. He is performing okay though. Gunners is having a rough one. So Gunners, you can come off for Roka. That is going to be at least one of the substitutions we make today. Magnus is up. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. We are going for a bit of a formation change, folks. Runners drop back. Actually, how's Bajak going on? Bajak is having a decent game. So, how do we feel about this? This could work out. You know what? No. Let's get a bit more defensive. We're looking a bit weak at the back. Roka, what would you like to do? A deep lying playmaker. Ball with. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Actually, Roka, would you rather be in central? Yeah, I'll give you central as a Mazzella. That works for me. We shall let him roam about. Hold on. Oh, he has to be part of a Tuamar, doesn't he? For his Mazzella. Of course. Of course. Be an advanced playmaker then, and Roberts can go to being a shadow, a striker, push up a little bit. And we shall go to the sword formation and demand a bit more because we want the victory. We don't settle for draws around here. That has focused a lot of them up. Jack is of course still nervous. He is a nervous wreck just standing on the byline. They are in possession though. They do definitely seem to be having the better opportunities, that is for sure. The highlights are definitely in their favour, even if the match statistics have been in ours. We've definitely had more possession, we've had more shots, more on targets, but they've had the highlights. So, all in all, a draw is a very fair reflection so far. I would like to steal this game though, that would be nice. Finally, a call that focuses everybody up. Unfortunately, we are 5 minutes from the end of the game. So, a little too late. But it's with Kristic. Kristic gets it to Runners. Runners out wide to Bajak now. Bajak has support if he needs it. Will he use it? No, he goes low and whips it in. It's a messy opportunity. But we had the chance. That is for sure. Yalo looks to be holding on to his clean sheet though. Karovic though may want to just give them the game by the looks of it. Lovely save by Olaf. Thankfully, Karovic's mistake doesn't get punished this time. They do have a corner though. And I thought That was going to go to a penalty for a second, the way that paused. But Harald has dispossessed the defender on the byline, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, and he kicks it straight at him. Been a rather dull game, I must say. I've tried to perk it up a little bit, but it has been a rather dull game. Pal whips up to Harald's dispossessed, and it is played back out. Very messy game. An awful game, in fact. I would hate to have gone to this match. If you attended today's game, I hope you got a refund, because you certainly deserve one. Both teams were pathetic. We had 18 shots, they had 15. 8 on target, they had 7, 11 fouls to 10 fouls, 1 yellow card, 2 yellow cards, 58% possession to 42. It is a ball draw here, folks. Our best performer, of course, was our goalkeeper. Their best performer in the first half was their goalkeeper, but Olaf got 5 saves held and a 7 rating. For them, their best performer at the end of the game was Stein Grimson, their midfield, attacking midfield, left/centre. He had 12.8 kilometres covered and a 7.4 as a result. Now struggling to perform was Harald. He had 2 overall chances and a 5.9. And VALUR with a 6.5 and no reason for it. Of course, a clean sheet for Yayalo ensures that the goalkeeper has now played 508 consecutive minutes for KA without conceding. So congratulations to him. The only guy who's actually done anything on this pitch today. And a guy on their team also had a 75th league appearance. So, who got the man of the match? That is the question. Sorry, player of the match went to Stein Grimson. So, I think we should really sympathise with the team. My way of sympathising with them is throw a hairdryer at them at the moment, because I don't sympathise with them. Maybe I sympathise with Olaf, he did his part. Johan definitely did his part. The defence as a whole did okay. Now, Kristic, not the greatest of first halves, but overall they did okay. We was pretty poor though, from like S-Raw down. Them 3 just didn't do anything. Decent first half for Harald, but 5.9 for full-time rating? No. I'm far from pleased with what I just saw. That's fired everyone up, except the stress head Bajak, of course. You know what? Let's go give Bajak a pat on the head. Make him feel okay. I'm pleased with what I saw from you. Yeah. I know. But we'll tell him that. We'll tell him that. Make him feel a little bit better about himself, so he doesn't get too down about it. But as you can see, we are scheduled to bet VALUR this Saturday coming up. So if we do play the game away to VALUR, I will see you fine folks in VALUR. If not, I will see you for the next game in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, we have finally made it to the VALUR Hilinarendi Stadium here in Reykjavik to finally play our game in hand against VALUR. So I'm going to head into the door behind us and I will see you fine folks out on the pitch side in just a second. Okay, ladies and gents, we are finally out at pitch side and it looks like things are getting more and more difficult by the minute. So, as you already know, VALUR is top of the table. We can now see they are playing a 4-3-3 and we are now missing 2 players who are on international duty with the under-21s. Now, they do have 1 player out, but 2 to 1, yeah. Things have got a little bit harder. So our team for today is Olaf in goal, Pals, Kristic, Johan and Karovic at the back, S-Raw, Magnus, Gunnar and Bajak in midfield. In front of them is Flowchart and in front of him is Harald. So as you can tell, Flowchart is coming in for Roberts, Kristic is coming in for runners. And then on the bench we have Hodsik, Peter, Big Ears, Waller, Roka, Sigurdsson, whose name I have yet to alter because he's actually a youth player, and Clement. So I'm going to first of all change this guy's name because I'm going to have no chance of trying to say Sigurdsson through a match. So you know what? We're going to just call this guy Sigs. He's just Sigs. We're not even going to use the S. He's just Sigs. So, we have 6 on the bench. So, to the dressing room, where Sigrid thinks we should try and encourage team. He's got an obsession with trying to encourage his team, but a lot of these players don't really respond to encouragement. So, away from home, against top of the league, who are 2 points clear. This is their game in hand. They have a player advantage. They're playing a 4-3-3. We're definitely on the back foot. What is our call going to be here? You know what? Do we have an underdog team speak here? We've got revenge or give them the underdog talk. You know what? Go out and get revenge, lads. Nothing is better than motivating people with revenge. The ability to have revenge. So, Fabian Edher from Goal, the enthusiastic fellow who has no relationship to us. How are you approaching the task of breaching the Premier Division's best defence? Walking past them. We have to find and expose their weaknesses. They exist, so it's up to us to make the most of them. I.e., they can't spread all the way across the line, they have to leave a bit of a gap for us to go by. How do you intend to seize the initiative against an opponent who, like IA, prefer to dominate possession? Well, hold the possession. If we hold the possession, they can't hold the possession. At the end of the day, I believe we're better than they are. A little optimistic. We're being optimistic. I believe we're better than they are. We're not. You're third in the Premier Division form table after a good recent run. Does that help head a kick-off? Momentum is so important. VALUR's recent struggles have them 11th in the form table. It's time to pile on the misery. It's definitely an opportunity. If we are going to beat them, now is probably the moment to do it, whilst they're struggling and we are on the up. But I'm not very optimistic. I will be straight with you guys already. They did have a rough game though in their previous one, so if we can put in the same effort they did, who knows? Maybe we will pull a bit of magic out the hat. But them scoring a goal 4 minutes in, admittedly disallowed, it's a worrying sign. Look at this lovely build-up play. Don't need to see it again. He was offside by a good bit, but looking at that finish, it's going to be a rough one. They're definitely good in front of goal. Would explain why they are top of the league, with 23 goals for them and a goal difference of 11. But it is in our box once more. They are attacking edge of the area and it's gone wide. We are lucky. We escape once more. And hopefully we can finally have a highlight in our favour, maybe? Oh, we've had a shot, folks. It's only taken till now, but we finally had a shot. And we have a free kick. Highlight in their half, back post. And Magnus heads it wide. High, wide and not at all handsome. Karuvic though, to Flowchart. Flowchart coming down this right hand side, tries to whip one in, it is blocked and cleared away. Collected by Johan though. Johan may be able to do something with this. No, he just gives it straight to Pedersen. Pedersen now on the counter attack for them. Finson now to Lutovac. Lutovac, lovely save by Olaf. They do have a corner though. We are doing a pretty good job here. I will take a draw in this match. The previous game, a little bit disappointed in the draw, but this one I would be happy definitely stealing a draw away to VALUR, who are running away with the league. But Pals now to Kristic. Kristic is dispossessed. We need to stop doing this. We need to stop standing still and just giving them the ball. We do this against every team. Johan though, can't tackle him. Pedersen in the box now, gets the ball across and it is Afani with the opening goal. In fact, his first goal of the season. It's always team's first goal of the season. I really get frustrated by that. We seem to always be the person who concedes the first goal from these individuals. It's not good. Bajak should have done a lot better there, and I am very disappointed in him. But we do have a kickoff highlight, and that is probably going to go against us too. S-Roll though to Magnus. Magnus to Flowchart. Flowchart gets past one, plays it to S-Roll on this left-hand side. Does have supporting pals, doesn't use him though. Goes across to Gunners. Bajak has found acres of space, the right left back even, has given him a lot to work with. S-Raw, you beautiful human. What a header. Nods it in the bottom left corner. First goal of the season. But Jack kind of making up for his mistake. Just a little bit. But we are finally on the scoreboard, folks. We've tied it. But Jack making up for it with the assist to S-Raw. S-Raw, though, Beautiful. Pinpoint accuracy on that header. Got to love that finish. So, oh, another highlight. Pals tries to get it up. It's intercepted out. Lutovic has come down this right-hand side. They're still in possession. It's now with Vincent. Vincent 1-1 with Olaf. Olaf can't hold it. Oh, he's made 2 saves. 3 saves. And Johan clears it away. Very ping-pongy in there. But we survived, kinda. In the first half, 1-1. They've had 10 shots. We've had 3. 6 on target. We've had 1. 2 fouls, 7 fouls, 0 yellow cards, 2 yellow cards, 51% possession to 49. And I'm thinking we should probably go a bit more attacking. We've got some of the ball. So maybe take the pressure off us. Again, like the previous game, push out. Don't invite the pressure on us because they will score if we give them enough opportunities. So push out. That's what we are going to do in the next half. We're going to go attacking. But for this first half, the best performers were Afani. He got 1 goal and 7.4 for them. S-Roll got 1 goal and 7.1 for us. Struggling to perform is Alt Zuski for them with a 6.4 and 0% crossing completion. And Gunners with a 6.4 and no reason for it. So, I think you should let the team know we appreciate their efforts. I appreciate some of their efforts. Like the 7.1, even the 6.9 and the 6.8s, but the 6.5, 6.5, 6.4, 6.5, 6.4, 6.4. Don't appreciate those efforts. Don't appreciate those at all. I'm far from pleased with what I saw. Seems to have fired the goalkeeper up, who's been playing okay. S-Roll's listening keenly, fair enough. You should have been listening a bit more, Flowchart. You was one of the ones not performing. Same with you, Magnus. I am disappointed. Same with Korovic. Those 3. I expect better. I expect much better from them. But we are going to head to the tactical screen. We are going to go attacking. And we are going to go all out. We are going to go big or go home. We're probably going to go home, considering we are away from home in today's fixture. But, yeah. We're going to go big or go home. We are going to take the win or the loss. We are not settling for a draw today, folks. We want to fly up the table or narrowly avoid relegation. We are not settling for being a middle of the table side. So it is out wide to Gunners. Gunners now plays it across field. Johan just kicks it out their player and it rolls back to Olaf. Olaf holding up the ball. Please don't give it away. Thank you. Gives it to Christic. Now with Magnus in the centre circle. Gunners. Gunners out to the left-hand side where we have Raw. Raw, will he play it out wide to Pals? No, he goes cross field and gets it to Bajak. He really likes to play it across field. Doesn't like using Pals on the overlap. But Bajak goes alone. Oh, that's a lovely shot. But an even better save from the VALUR goalkeeper. Bajak, though, to deliver the corner. Can we do anything with this? Near post. Oh, Raw with a lovely attempt once more. Unfortunately, this time not on target. Their team is all focused up. You know what? Demand more. Come on, lads. You can do it. We're not settling for a draw. You can do better than this. 76 minutes in. Let's get some substitutions on. So, most of the team is looking pretty dead. Let's be reasonable. Harald, again, having a rough game. Do we try Peters up front? It's his main position. I kind of want to try Peters up front. I know we have Clement on. Clement has been performing. You know what? Clement, get on. I trust you. I know you will come on and perform. As much as I want to try Peters, this is probably not the game to be trying Peters as a forward. But we do have Gunners and Magnus struggling, Flowchart struggling. Sigs, how good are you? You're a 2-star. You know what, Sigs? You are going to come on and be a hero. He is going to be our youth player. The heroic man who comes on, saves the day, and takes the victory away for us. So, Gunners. Roka, you can come on for Gunners. We have a lot of yellow cards in that midfield. That is really worrying. Go be a Mazzala. You want to be creative? We will give you the freedom to be creative. Go do something out there, Roka. Go be our Lord and Saviour. We are going to demand more. since the last shout has finally worn off. That has focused up some individuals. It's not sent anyone crazy. That's a good sign. A little bit late though, I must say. They do have another striker as well. Unfortunately though, it is full time. Pretty boring game once more. 1-1. I apologise for these two games. They weren't the greatest of matches to watch at all. But the result, we did draw against top of the league, so that's pretty good. 12 shots on target for them though, 10 on target for us. Oh, sorry, 12 shots to our 10, 7 on target to our 4, 7 fouls to 13 fouls, 2 yellow cards to 6, 53% possession to our 47. Very much stole this result. Afani was their best player with 1 goal and 7.7. For us was Bajak. He got 1 assist and a 7.5. Now struggling to perform was Walters for them, their goalkeeper. He got a 6.6. Gunners with a 6.4. We have a few different milestones. Not going to go through them, but feel free to go through them if you are interested. The player of the match, of course, goes to Afani with his 7.7. And I can't really argue with that. He did a decent job. He got them a goal. He was a solid player in today's game. I think we should let the team know we appreciate that. You know what? I'm going to tell the lads that everyone thought we'd get beaten today. You proved them wrong. Good result. I kind of want to have a go at Magnus, but you know what? No, it's team effort. We're going to let Magnus, we're going to let slide this time. This time. If Magnus does it again, and I remember, I will come for you, Magnus. Do not let the team down once more. But as you can see, Gunners will be suspended for the next game, so that is a little bit disappointing. We are, of course, versing Afterlurgering, but as you can see, 16, 25, 4 games to go, so 12 remaining points, 28 points. If we can pick up 4 points in the next episode, we can secure survival. Probably not going to end it on the next episode if we do secure survival though. I believe if I just quickly go to Club Vision, they do want a top half. Yeah, they're looking for top half. So we'll continue just so we can see if we can get top half. And I'm kind of curious to see if we can steal that 4th place spot and get into European competition. But I thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you all have a lovely night. Goodbye.